We're gonna have to do it all again. We'll have to pull the whole pipe out. It looks like we've got a turbo mole, like Sonic the Hedgehog been through here. So today's job is to get some pipes laid. We've got to run the pipes both for a couple of our fields, which will eventually go off and do the whole farm, but also the pipes that feed the cabin and some other bits around the farm. So what we need to do is use our mole plow slash pipe layer, which is going to rip a trench all the way through, and hopefully the pipe will follow and feed down into that.
Metal. Potentially a spade.
What is that? Aiming for it?
You can see the hole, yeah.
It's the first pass done, and it worked okay. We unfortunately picked up a piece of metal, like an old bit of tractor implement, down there, and it dragged through and made a bit of a mess. The actual blade itself that kind of chisels through seems sharp enough, and it seems straight enough that it's holding up, and we'll know where we're going next time. The other thing, because this was an old dairy, there is a track underneath the grass. You never know it's there. It's basically laid to stone, because every day the cows will be coming up and down, so there is normally a permanent track somewhere, and in our case you can't see it because the grass has grown over and soil's grown over it, but it holds up really well all year round. But when we go through with this, it struggles because it's about 2 feet deep of gravel. Should be okay from about here. See if I'm going to adjust it a bit, because it needs, when it goes in, it seems to tip back a bit under the force, because I guess there's a little bit of give. We want this section here to be as low as possible, because that's the cutting edge, and then this is where the pipe will come down and out the tube here. So really, we need this exit point to be as low as possible. And at the moment, I guess the soil level is about here. It's not actually that deep. And the lowest we can go is here. I don't think there's any adjustment on it. Oh, there is actually. There is. We can drop it down 1 bolt hole, which should give us 150 mil more. It's probably worth doing. Right, a frustrating amount of time later, managed to find the right tools for the job. I've actually lowered it 2 holes. You can see there's a number of holes here. So I've dropped it 2, which is the deepest it can go. I think that's probably what we want to be doing for the pipe. As and when I get chance, if I've still got a tractor by then, to rip the ground in that top field where it's very compacted. I was going to use this, but just this leg here with the blade on, and take the pipe layer off, which should leave us with just that sort of 10mm plate steel there. It means we get rid of this, which will minimise the amount of soil disturbance, and we can just rip the lines down the field to try and relieve some of that problem. So we're at full depth now, and it's still running fine. I think now we're off that gravel, it's pretty soft ground. I mean, it looks worse than it is, all that will fold back on itself. Right, I'm now doing our first pass through the veg patch, unfortunately, but you know, it's only vegetables. The reason for coming away from the fence is because we've got a double fence going in here next week. So the last thing I want to do is to have Tom drive a fence post straight through a new water main. So we're going to take this, I guess we're about 2.5 meters away from the fence now. And yes, it clips the sides of the beds, but I think it'll be alright, it's going to be deep enough. So that's the pipe we're going to take down and roll. We'll lay it from down there, we'll come up, and I might just carry on past our T all the way up, and then I can cut our T afterwards into that existing, and then I'll use another length. I'll use this piece here, which is already connected into the cabin. Luke's laid out the pipe beside the trench, and Joe's going to feed it as I drive. It's going to work just right.
I feel like it's going to flip someone.
Just waiting on it. Have we just lost it off the post as well? I've moved the whole shaft down so it's lower. You good?
Yeah, a bit slower.
Good. Yeah, I can't use this video, you're wearing sandals!
Why?
Around a 50 horsepower piece of metal that just shear all your toes off.
How would that shear my toes off?
No.
I didn't see
Okay,
here.
alright. And my road's got
Why is it ready to flip?
Got it? Alright. Rather than take our pipe all the way to the corner, which is what I was going to do, I'll obviously, I can only get as close as the tractor is, the length of the tractor, so I'm going to go up to the far end and back up to it and then drive this way, I think. How deep is it then? Does it look? That doesn't look very deep. Why? Oh.
What?
Gotta do it all again.
They love this.
What do you mean they love it? We have to do it all again, we have to pull the whole pipe out.
Why?
Because look, the arm's flipping sat on that. It's not all the way down. It's nowhere near deep enough. Look at it!
Well, it was running through it rather quickly.
You should have been in the tractor.
Yeah, just kick it.
Shut up, you. Stupid.
Was it? Why was it there? It looks like it's meant to be there.
Not meant to be there.
Can I just double check that it's not low enough?
Look.
Like somewhere else. I mean,
Look at it.
somewhere else. Is that not deep enough?
No, it's not deep enough. It'll be a bloody ice lolly by September. Damn it. Stupid. Stupid. Honey.
Buddy, ha ha,
Yeah,
buddy.
you were just stood at the back watching.
Peculiar.
Deep enough.
I was also doing filming and photos.
Now we'll have gone through this 4 times. It looks like we've got a turbo mole, like Sonic the Hedgehog been through it.
Farm life in the middle of our field. Farm life.
Why am I undoing this mistake?
Because I'm wearing white trousers.
Yeah, and sandals.
Oh dear. Got to be here for the giggles, Tim, otherwise, you know. And also, you know, muscle power.
Right, we've got our incoming mains is down there, slightly smaller size pipe, but we want to do everything in 25mm this side. So we are going to come across a little bit. A new fence coming 1.8 metres off here with our hedge in it, so we need to shift this across a little bit. So I'm going to come across to there. I'll put a access hatch in there, insulated, so we can shut everything off. So we're going to aim to start here, I think. Is that right? Sure?
Yeah.
So it's fed in. So if I reverse back, can you tell me I need to drop in about here in front of this post?
Stop. Isn't that right?
Yeah, but I need the blade to be in the hole. punching or is it alright?
It's got some, but it's no more than earlier. In, then it would match up.
Okay, so cut an extra metre off down to the ground.
Kind of goes to there.
Oh yeah, but that won't go through. You have to cut that. Just cut it where your hand is. Or yeah, we're not going to use it. Come on. And then I'll take that tee off and I'll do it neatly, a little bit, and you try and feed that down through it. Pretty good. Well done. Well, as you can see, it is a little bit later now. It's 8:30, 9 o'clock, and I need to pack up. But let me show you what you missed. We've run out of bits. So the idea of putting a T here, one for the cabin, one for a tap. I didn't have a T, so I've just coupled them up for now, just so we had water. This is ready to fold back in. This is actually the best one of the lot. So here I only had to go through twice, and it was at the right depth, plus there was no gravel on the stones, and you can see that I should be able to fold it back in both sides. And what I'll do, rather than using the tractor, I'll either use the mini digger or I'll use the truck, and I'll just put a bit of weight and it should push that back down pretty good, and it'll all nip together, whereas it's going to take a little bit more time for that to disappear. Now up here I've had a bit of a session getting this tee done. As you can see, it's not as deep as you'd put a normal domestic line. I mean, it's, what are we, 500? But I doubt that's going to freeze, and it's not the end of the world if it does freeze. Obviously, actually, this one we don't want to freeze, but the troughs in winter, I can isolate them. However, it's ready, it's all live, no leaks, so I can backfill this. This bit down here I'm just going to track in with the digger, and this we can just pile in. So we got there in the end, but I need to make the most of the tractor, because the tractor is going to be disappearing. The manufacturer of the tractor are going to take that one back. It's a test model, and that basically leaves us with no tractor, because, well, we don't have a tractor. So we need to rethink that very, very quickly, because we only found out about that. So we've got about 3 days notice to not have a tractor on a farm in the middle of summer. So that's not great. Right, losing light a little bit. I've been down and back up again with the mini digger and tracked this in. You know what grass is like this time of year. It grows pretty quick, so I'm not too concerned. I'll probably just walk along, and if there's anything that I can kind of relocate, get in the right place, then I'll do that, and then I'll probably run over it a couple of times with the truck. As you can see, with the arms all the way up, it's only just got enough clearance to still drive. So if you had this on any tractor that's smaller than this, you'd have a problem. So you'd either have to set it up in the field or accept that you're not going to be able to go as low. We were almost having this crossbar on the grass, maybe about this much. If it's low, it kind of clogs up. But we're probably about there. So yeah, I guess we're at about 500 mil. One thing I didn't mention is the pipe. The pipe we're using is a 25 mil MDPE. It's the same stuff that might come into your house off the main road. As a rule of thumb, blue is for burying. It's not UV resistant, and it's designed to be buried. We've also got the black, which is what I've annoyingly got tangled up in the mower earlier. Mowed over a section. it's down there, and for the last kind of 4 or 5 months it's just been running along that fence line. Black MDPE pipe is for above ground, so you shouldn't really bury it, but it is okay above ground as far as the sunlight. I don't think it's for potable water, but for running to troughs and where we're moving troughs and things around, it's been good. The only thing is, you imagine having a black pipe out in the sunshine in the middle of summer, that can get dangerously hot, and bacteria and all sorts of nasties can form in the pipe. So I'm trying to remove anything from being above ground, and I'll just keep that 100-metre kind of run that I've had down there loose. I'll probably end up using small sections of that just to give me sort of a 3-metre run of pipe from a tee on a post to a trough. And when I'm strip grazing, I can just kind of move it, and that will just be a run above ground. Or in hedgerows, the black pipe will be quite good, and therefore it would be out the sun, but it can still be above ground. So that's another thing I might do, just run it in the hedge.
Well, in the end we got it done, and I'm glad to say that the next 200 or 300 meters I've got to put in should be a lot smoother. Anyway, the key I think we've learned is one pass first to make sure you're not going to knock into a load of big rocks or metal things, and then the big deep pass to get that pipe laid. As you can see, the fencing kicked off the next week. We'll feature that over on the main farming channel, but I thought this one kind of bridged both, so it was worth showing how we're going to get water supplied to the building and eventually to the new house. So it could be a tractor, it could be a shovel and a wheelbarrow, but you've got to get these things done. And of course, if you are putting a new supply into your house, which we have done in another video years ago, then there are minimum depths. You do need to use conduit and through walls. You do need to use tracer wires for being able to detect where that pipe is, and you need to get all that done through the kind of water supply in your area. However, when it's a good old farm project, this is a good way to go, and I'm looking forward to using this mole plow pipe layer for loads of other projects in the future. Anyway, we'll leave it there. Thank you for watching. Remember, if you can, do it yourself, and we'll see you next time.